Alright guys, so I took the motherboard and stuff out of the 1080 rig just so I could get on another power supply and see if I could get the LAN to actually communicate. See, it's blinking now. Before, that was not blinking when it was on the power supply that was in there. It would power up, but no blinking. So, I see that it's working like that. I'm going to put the motherboard back in there and just plug up the other power supply to the motherboard and no cards on it and see if I can get it to communicate with the Ethernet cable, because it was not showing up on Simple Miner, and I feel like maybe that power supply is letting me down inside of there. So that's for this rig, not this rig. That's the 1050 rig. But yeah, let's get that thing in there. Alright, so I have the motherboard back in there, and sometimes just if you're running into problems, like I just couldn't get it to boot, pulling it out of the situation and testing it on its own is a good way to figure out, like, is the motherboard good, CPU, RAM, that kind of thing. So we know that that's all communicating, and I'm about to power it up with just the motherboard on the old power supply and see if it will communicate with the LAN. And it does look like, yes, it is communicating. She's blinking. Alright, so I'm going to power it down, then I'm going to plug in one at a time each one of the graphics cards. So this is the 1080 rig. I'll plug one 1080 in, power back up, make sure it's communicating, and keep on going. So hopefully find the issue card. Alright, here's the one 1080 plugged in. Yep, it is communicating, so that's good. I'm going to power that off and plug in the next one. Alright, now it's communicating again. I have everything plugged in, and literally I have potentially solved my problems just by unplugging everything and plugging back in. Maybe I had a loose connection, maybe I didn't. I'm going to go downstairs and check on Simple Miner to see if everything's hashing away. If I did, that's awesome, because I was hoping that I did not have any dead power supplies, risers, graphics cards, anything like that. I don't want anything that's dead. So it looks like it's communicating and booting into SMOS. The fans are off because it's not currently mining. We'll go downstairs and look at the console and see what it's doing. Before I even made it downstairs, I was packing up the power supply, but the fans kicked on, and it looks like the cards are warming up, so it is going to mining, but we'll still check and see that everything's correct on Simple Miner on the dashboard. But yeah, so I mean, I went from a no start, it was holding in post or something, to now fixing it, and literally I changed nothing. So sometimes you are going to run into that where literally just taking it out of the situation, unplugging everything, plugging stuff back in will end up fixing your problem. Might not fix it long term, but it might fix it short term or narrow it down. Alright guys, so this is my 1080 rig. Don't pay attention where it says 1050, that's the group it's on, but it's my 1080, 1070 rig. And if you go over here, let me hover over it, it is green, and the 1070 is getting 30.5, and all the 1080s are getting 35.4, like money. So this rig's doing 172 mega hash total, and it is cooking. So everything seems to be good on that. I'm gonna just keep an eye on it and see if anything drops off, but I think I have at least staved off any potential problems. I may have just had a loose connection, and that happens sometimes, guys. Literally unplugging everything, reevaluating the situation, and then plugging it all back in has fixed stuff in the past for me, and it can fix stuff in the future for you. So thanks for watching, guys. This is Brandon with Brandoncoin, and I'll see you on the next one.